want the scoop on gear. Yeah. Future Tech is here. Come on, get it. We'll make the specs so clear. Ooh la la. With music to your ears. Hey, hey.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Geezers of Gear. Future Tech. I'm Chris and Lacy's with me as always. Today's episode might hit some nostalgia notes for both the old school and the modern geeks out there. We're talking about Paul Arlo Guthrie and his use of Elation's FUZE Wash 500. This thing's become a bit of a legend. Arlo, he's one of the best storytellers with light, honestly. He says he's missed having a real Fresnel lens since we shifted from tungsten to LED. There's just something about the soft field you get, that enveloping quality, that makes a performance instantly feel, cinematic, genuinely immersive.
No, I totally get that bit of old school nostalgia. And the thing is, audiences might not name the fixture, but you definitely feel a difference in the atmosphere.
Spot on. And that's what makes the FUZE Wash 500 special. Arlo uses it specifically because it doesn't look like a bunch of LEDs mashed together. It just feels like a single, rich colour field, like the old Fresnels. It's actually a bit wild how tech's circled back to classic vibes, but with all the mod cons. Makes you wonder what else from the past deserves a modern upgrade.
All right, so let's talk specifics. Arlo's been using the FUZE Wash 500 all over the place lately. You've got Finneas on his For Crying Out Loud tour, Kelly Clarkson's studio sessions, and then 9 Inch Nails, which is totally a different animal. But the core is that same soft field magic, just totally tailored, right?
Yeah, so for Finneas, Arlo used the FUZE Wash 500 on floor stands with barn doors, which is a real nod to film and TV light styling. Not only did it look cool and classic, but he actually wrote sequences where the barn doors moved mid-song, so you'd see the beam shift and evolve. Not just a static look, but the light itself became part of the stage action. It's clever as anything.
That's nuts. I never even thought about moving barn doors as choreography. Then with Kelly Clarkson's sessions, those lights were rigged into a slotted ceiling, yeah? They acted kind of like down lights, which sounds simple, but the effect was incredible.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the FUZE Wash 500. In Kelly's residency, there were about 28 built into that overhead set, and Arlo used them for this bass soft wash, but could also punch them into beam mode for certain songs. So it's not just a one-trick pony. Then with 9 Inch Nails, he really took it up a notch. 54 fixtures, all on carts upstage. They'd form this killer wall of light effect, sometimes clean and architectural, other times just totally blowing out the stage, almost frying the band's faces for those more aggressive songs.
I saw a clip of that Enon wall of light reveal, and it has such a punchy, almost brutalist vibe. But at the same time, it can still do that cozy or nostalgic look if you need it. I guess that's what keeps designers coming back. It's super adaptable. It can be subtle or it can just wow you with power.
That's it. Placement's everything too. Floor, up in the air, built into scenic pieces. Arlo's use of these in multiple contexts shows that mood and function can go hand in hand if you've got the right tool. And like you said, even a high-energy rehearsal can feel cinematic if the light shapes that experience well. Hard to beat that. Let's get a bit nerdy. This is Future Tech after all. What makes the FUZE Wash 500 tick is its 500-watt RGBMA LED engine. That A is for amber, by the way, which gets your pastel tones and warmer whites spot on. You're not getting the old green face under blue light problem here. The colour rendering index is really high, so skin tones look natural. And you've got all the control. Virtual gel library, CMY emulation, colour correction from 2400K up to 8500K. No more racing about with boxes of gels and filters between songs. And here's where I think it gets really interesting. You've got designers like Arlo using LED flexibility to deliver all that nostalgia, but with none of the headaches of old-school fixtures. Bulb swaps, hot lenses, colour drift, the works. You can have barn doors motorised, zooms motorised, everything programmable. So you can chase that classic look, but also whip the tech around and do stuff that would have been impossible before.
Honestly, it gives so much more freedom to not just light the band, but almost direct the emotion of a set. Like, do you think it's true that the right light can totally make or break the feeling of a show?
Oh, I'm convinced. Sometimes it's subtle, a mood you create in the moment. Other times it's dead obvious, like the N-in wall that goes from gentle amber glow to blinding slap in the face. But either way, this tech means designers don't have to choose between vintage and versatile. They get both. We saw the same blending of old and new on that Nathaniel Rateliff tour episode a while ago. Classic blinder vibe, all the modern tricks behind the scenes.
It's empowering for artists too. They know their show can look unique but still feel familiar. I think that's what really pushes the industry forward, making things beautiful but also practical and adaptable. It's wild how fast things evolve, and I get the feeling the nostalgia trend isn't going away anytime soon.
Definitely not. All right, that's about all the time we've got. If you enjoyed this walk down memory lane, plus a peek into the future, make sure you're following us. We're always chasing that next legendary look, and you never know what vintage classic might get reinvented next. Lacy, as always, a pleasure.
Absolute blast, Chris. Thanks everyone for tuning in to Geezers of Gear. See you all next time.
Want the scoop on gear? Yeah. Future Tech is here. Come on, get it. We'll make the specs so clear. Ooh la la. With music to your ears. Hey, hey, yeah. Let's go. New gear vibes. New tech jive. Gearheads unite. We keep it